Welcome to Jet Mathematics with your host Milton Ebuwari John. We are still on the subject of quadratic expression, and today we'll be looking at factorization of quadratic expression. Remember, I told you in a video under factorization that to factorize means to express the algebraic expression as a product of its factors, to write the algebraic expression as a product of its factors. So we are going to write the following quadratic expression as a product of its binomial factors. Binomial factors. So we have examples on the board to do. We are going to start with the very first example. Factorize x squared plus 7x plus 10. X squared plus 7x plus 10. So we are going to start with that. Factorize x squared plus 7x plus 10. So we have x squared plus 7x plus 10. So the first thing we'll do is to take the coefficient, multiply the coefficient of x squared and the constant term, the term without a variable, is called the constant term. And in this case, it is 10. So the coefficient of x squared is 1. Now, a coefficient means the number that pre-multiplies the algebraic term or the variable. The number that multiplies the variable. So the variable here is x squared. What number is multiplying it? 1. Someone will say there's no number here. Yes. In mathematics, this is 1 times s squared. 1 times s squared will still give you s squared. Is that okay? Alright. So we'll multiply the coefficient of s squared by this constant term. So I'll do that by the side here. We're going to have 1 times, this is 1, positive 1, times positive 10 times 10. And that gives me 10. So after multiplying the coefficient of s squared and the constant term, the next thing to do is to look for two multiples of this result, 10. Two products of 10 or factors of 10. Two factors of 10, such that when we multiply them, we'll get 10, and when we add them, we'll get 7. Two factors of 10, such that when we multiply them, we'll get 10. When we add them up, we'll get 7 plus 7 plus 7. So that is quite easy. So we are going to say factors of 10, we have 1 times 10. This will not work. This is 10. We have 2 times 5. This is 10. Okay, these are the factors of 10. So when we look at 2 times 5, it gives 10. Then when we look at 2 plus 5, 2 plus 5 will give 7. It will give plus 7. So 2 and 5 are the required factors. 2 and 5 are the required factors. So we are going to use 2 and 5 to replace 7, because 2 plus 5 will give to us 7. You see, 2 plus 5 2 plus 5 will give to us 7. So we are going to use the 2 plus 5 to replace plus 7. So we are going to get here s squared plus 2x plus 5x plus 10. This time we'll bring it back. So you see that 2x plus 5x gives us 7. I believe that is taken. So at this point, we'll do factorization by grouping. Factorization by grouping. Okay? So we take these two as a group. We've dealt with that subject while we're doing factorization as a topic. Okay? So we take the ACF of s squared and 2x. The ACF of s squared and 2x, that is x. And s squared divided by x, we have x. 2x divided by s, we have plus 2. So that's for these two groups. For this other two groups, the ACF of 5s and 10 is plus 5. The ACF of 5s plus 10 is plus 5. 5s divided by 5 is x, and plus 10 divided by 5 is plus 2. Take note, whatever expression you have in this bracket must be the same with what you have in this other bracket. At this point, we can take s plus 5 to form one bracket, and then we can take s plus 2 to form the other bracket. When you factorize this, s plus 2 is common, you have it here, and then this plus 5 is left. We have this. So this becomes the solution to this quadratic expression. So you see, it has been expressed as a product of two binomial terms, two binomial expressions. Okay, let's look at example 2 for clearer understanding. So example 2 says factorize s squared minus 9x plus 8. So we're going to do this very fast. We have s squared minus 9s plus 8. We are going to use the coefficient of s squared, which is 1, multiply the constant term, the term without a variable, plus 8. So that gives us 8. We are going to look for the factors of 8, two factors of 8, so that when we multiply them, we'll get 8, and then when we add them up, we are going to get minus 9. So the factors are 1 times 8 is 8, but if I add this up, it will give me plus 9. I'm looking for minus 9. If I do 2 times 4 is 8. If I add this up, it's nowhere close to 9. It's 2 plus 4 is 6. So I can decide to introduce negative numbers and see. If I have minus 1 times minus 8, minus 1 times minus 8 will also give me 8, because minus times minus is plus. But let me see if I add them up. Minus 1 plus minus 8. Minus 1 plus minus 8 will give me minus 9. Oh, so this becomes the required factors. So we have the required factors to be minus 1 and minus 8. Because minus 1 plus 8, minus 1 plus minus 8 will give me minus 9. So we can do that now. So minus 1 and minus 8 replaces what? The middle term minus 9x. So we have x squared minus 1x minus 8x plus 8. X squared minus 1x minus 8x plus 8. So grouping again, we'll group in 2. So we have the ACF of x squared minus x is x again, and here we are left with x squared divided by x divided by x is 1. What is common? Minus 8x plus 8, we have minus 8 is common, is the highest common factor between this and this. And then minus 8 divided by minus 8, we have minus 8x divided by minus 8, we have x, and plus 8 divided by minus 8, we have minus 1. Always remember this bracket and this bracket must be the same. In case you are yet to master the art of factorization, visit our videos on factorization. We dealt with it very well in those videos. We are using the knowledge from there in factorizing quadratic expressions. So if you are yet to get how this factorization thing is done, you hear me call ACF. Go and watch our video on ACF of algebraic terms and you get the best. Okay? So we continue. When we finally factor this, we are going to get x and minus 8 to form a bracket, and then we take one of these x minus 1 to form the other bracket. So these are the two factors of this quadratic expression. So we'll take the last one for today. Factorisation 8y squared minus 10y and then minus 3. So the same steps, we are going to use the coefficient of y squared to multiply the constant term, and in this case the constant term is minus 3. So we are going to do that here. We have 8 times minus 3, and that is minus 24. 8 times minus 3, that is minus 24. Now we are going to look for two factors of minus 24. Two factors of minus 24, such that when we multiply them, we'll get minus 24, and then when we add them up, we are going to get minus 10. So we have 1 times 24 is 24, but we are looking at a negative case, so the minus can either be here, or we can say 1 times minus 24 is also minus 24. But in either case here, when we add this up, minus 1 and 24, that gives us 23. It's nowhere close to what we are looking for, 10. Then 1 minus 24 is minus 23. Still nowhere close to the term we are looking for, minus 10. So let's look at another factor. We'll look at 2 times 12. 2 times 12 is 24, but we are looking at a negative 24, so we can put a minus here. Minus 2 times 12 is minus 24. Also, we can also say that 2 times minus 12 is also minus 24. Now let's look at the sum. Minus 2 plus 12 is 10. This is minus 10. But minus 2 plus 12 is 10, a positive 10. So we can't use this because our middle term is minus 10. Minus 10, not positive 10, not plus 10. Minus 10. So we can't use this. Minus 2 plus 12. Minus 2 plus 12 is positive 10. But let's see this. 2 plus minus 12. 2 plus minus 12. 2 plus minus 12 is minus 10. So you discover that 2 and minus 12, 2 and minus 12 becomes the required factors. So we are going to use 2 and minus 12 to replace this middle this middle term. So we are going to get 8y squared plus 2y, and then minus 12y, and then minus 3. The 3 we have here. Then grouping, we are going to look at what is the ACF of 8y squared plus 2y. So the ACF is 2y. That is the highest common factor, the factor of this and this. The highest common factor of this and this is 2y. 8y squared divided by 2y is 4y, plus 2y divided by 2y is 1. Then we come over here, the ACF of minus 12y minus 3 is minus 3. So that minus 12y divided by minus 3 gives us 4y. And then minus 3 divided by minus 3 gives me plus 1. Remember, I've told you, this bracket and this bracket must be the same, otherwise your work is wrong, your solution is wrong. So we take this and this to form 2y minus 3 to form a bracket, this one and this one. When we take the final factorization, you get this and this forming a bracket, and then this and this, the same thing, make one bracket here, plus 1. And then we're done. Please don't forget to share, like, and follow us so that you can get notifications for our series of videos. Okay? And then I will leave you with some exercises to try. But don't forget, if you are watching this video for the first time and things are not clear, please visit our videos on factorization of algebraic expression. Check the series of the videos under factorization and get the best. I think it will help boost your knowledge on what we are doing here.